Hey, what's up everybody? It's Overking here, back with another video. And today, we are back at the base for another little farm building. Well, I mean, this probably isn't the greatest farm in the world. I may change it out in the future if it doesn't work enough. But for the purposes I need it today, it should be plenty enough. Essentially today, I promised you all villagers. And I have our 2 villagers, which is all we'll need for at least the breeder at the moment. Yeah, I'll grab some of my moss blocks. And we're just gonna go ahead and we'll give this a shot. This could fail, this could not, because this farm may or may not, like, be the greatest. I'm just trying to think to myself, like, be realistic. But thankfully, it doesn't take too much time to build, which is the main reason I'm building it. And the main reason that time is an aspect with it is strictly because I don't need that many villagers. I don't really care to have like one of every I might get like one of every enchantment book villager, just like to have the trade available to me, maybe sell it down in a shopping district or something. But like having so many villagers that it just overflows is not necessarily my first instinct when it comes to this. But we have most of what I need for this build. At least I hope we do, because I'm pretty sure I may need some trapdoors and stuff like that too. But outside of that, we have everything. And we're going to get started straight into a time-lapse this episode because, this is going to be a pain up the rear end episode with all these villagers. And, well, I'll be back once it's completed. And we are back with a working and functional villager breeder. Oh boy, this thing, honestly, it works a lot better than I expected it to. It gets everything we need for the job done. It's already producing more villagers than I even have space for, and we're gonna have to find a way to make space for these, so I'm getting a bunch of villagers together. I am realizing that I need a way to get emeralds, and until I make a raid farm, the main way I'm gonna do that is Fletcher villagers. Another thing is, I don't plan to get too many, book villagers. Oh, Jesus, he's slowly climbing back in prices. I hate you. Fine, live in darkness. But I do want efficiency 4, because I don't think you can get above that on enchantment table. I need efficiency 5, I mean sharpness 5, so I can get an enchanted axe, and get my axe fully maxed out. And I'm going to get a mending and unbreaking villager and protection villager, mainly to build secondary sets of armor, make sure my sets of armor are completed, help other people out with their armor, just get all the extra stuff out of the way. And as you guys can see, this villager breeder basically just works off the villagers come over, steal carrots whenever they feel like it, and then they use those carrots to breed with each other. And they're doing this quite a lot, and it's going off quite frequently, and to the point where that's our current setup for villagers, which leaves us with plenty of them and not enough space to store them yet. So that's the next project I want to do in this episode. I have a little chest here full of a bunch of resources I want to use to build little areas. And I want to build 2 areas in specific. I want to build an area for my Fletchers, which will be mainly this bridged off area. And then I want to build an area for farmers, which will be mainly this bridged off area. The book villagers I'm just going to keep in little boxes for now because they need to be organized. But since the Fletchers and farmers, I all want to have the same trade, I am going to have them be separated like that, and I'm just going to give them enough space for them to all exist at once. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a little bit of a fun design. I kind of want to go with a little bit of an outdoorsy camp theme for these guys, and a little bit of like a farm crop field, a farmable area for the other ones. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're about to hop into the second time-lapse of the episode. So, I'll see you guys once it's completed. Alrighty, and we are back with the nice little villager area for our Fletchers. A few of them don't have the trades I need them to have right now, but I can get through the trades, make it so they get what I want, and I can deal with that later, because right now they're kind of just here. They'll be able to change trades like so. He's already got it. He doesn't, but like I can just go through, make sure they get what I need. And honestly, it's not too big of a deal dealing with getting the Fletchers to do a stick trade. And it's honestly a pretty great trade to get, so I'm going to keep doing this, make sure they all have it real quickly. Yep, they all have the stick trades, so we've got our nice little source of emeralds, which is absolutely fan-diddly-tastic. Neighborino, sound like Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. And we have our nice little tent, we have a nice little campfire, we've got this cool little campish theme. Once we get some iron, I want to replace these like torches with lanterns, as if like the lantern is sitting on a light or something. And I do plan on putting some decorations in here, maybe like beds, bunk beds, make it feel a little bit more lived in. But I'm going to wait for the grass to grow in, make sure it all looks good, and this will probably be some stuff I touch up off camera, because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch a time-lapse of me spending 30 minutes trying to figure out how to place a campfire. But I honestly do love this, and I think the idea to go with a bunch of different like dioramas for all the different villager areas is an amazing thought. And for this, I want to continue this with the farmers, which I think I want to just do like right over here. Maybe just one side. Actually, yeah, I can do two sides. The farmer land I don't want to look as uniform as this one, but I can do the farmers area. But we're going to do the farmers area next episode, and we're going to debate what other villagers we would like to have, because we've got an entire floor of the Skybait Fort completely dedicated to villagers, and so we're going to use up this space in the sky area. And we're going to figure out what other villagers I want to include. We're going to get the farmers done, maybe not next episode, but because I have a different project I might want to work on next episode. But we'll definitely get the farmer villagers installed here somewhere, and we will definitely figure out what we want to do with this area, what we want to do with the librarians, and see if there's anything we can put here. I don't know if we can do too much because it may interfere with the farm right there and the stuff and the camps. But we have one of our 3 main villagers that we're going to mainly raise here, being the farmers, the Fletchers, and the librarians. But I sure hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, because I really have enjoyed making it. I have sunk a good, oh God knows how long. I've sunk about 24 hours into this episode alone, dealing with villagers AFKing for EXP, getting all my armor and stuff built up, getting everything enchanted, making sure everything was completed, getting most of the gearing up out of the way, and a lot of this menial stuff that I'll never have to look at again as long as I don't lose all my stuff, which shouldn't happen, right? Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with it shouldn't happen. Is all stuff that I'm glad to have out of the way, and it means we can get on to bigger and better projects. Because a lot of people may be wondering if there's a shopping district coming soon, stuff like that, and we're definitely gonna get to work on a lot more stuff. It's just been an insane week. Like, this has been a lot of progress for just 1 week on the server. It's been actually it has almost been a full week for this episode. Like, I spent probably like 3 days last week on the portal, the moss farm here. A lot of the stuff was already gathered from past streams. And I've probably spent this almost 2-3 days on the entire villager setup. And I'm not even nearly done with the villager setup. I'm just completely out of time for videos for this week. And it'll be a little bit before the next episode because I have a huge project I want to work on. And it's got something to do with this moss farm and possibly some new farms I'm going to make. I don't know, I might just extend this entire area to be based off one kind of thing, but there's a lot more farms I want to make that is relative to something I want to work on for next episode. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would absolutely help out the channel a ton. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye!